Okay, so now we want to look at now the second solution that says we should compute for the capital allowance. So we want to compute that second. We want to compute for the capital allowance. Now, you should know that. So we want to look at now the computation of the capital allowance. So we have the Abdullahi James Limited. Okay. So in this case now, we have computation of capital allowance. Computation of the capital allowance. That is that. So in that case, so which means in this case, remember we said you cannot compute the capital allowance if you do not determine the basis period of the year of assessment of those capital allowance. You need to determine that. So now, in this case, we now want to compute for the capital allowance. So remember here we said we have how many assets? We have building, plant and machinery, fittings and furniture, motor vehicle and all that. So in this case, we have building. We have building. This is building. This is plant and machinery. This is fittings and furniture. This is motor vehicle. Yeah. Then you have the total. So remember we have total. So in this case, remember now, we talk about types of capital allowance. We have initial and annual, and also we have investment allowance. Now remember, there are statutory rates, which of course the examiner is expected to, provide that, together with the question. We have what we call statutory rate, but for both initial and the annual allowance, which will be given to you, or you should be able to cram that. So for example, initial allowance. The initial allowance for building is 15%, where the annual allowance is 10%. Initial allowance for plant and machinery is 50%, where the annual allowance is 25%. Initial allowance for fittings and furniture is 25%, where the annual allowance is 20%. And of course, initial allowance for motor vehicle is 50%, where the annual allowance is 25%. So these are the statutory rates, because you should be able to know them. These are percentage, and of course, investment allowance, that one is constant. That one is just, that one is 10%. So now, when I say cost, now 2016 year of assessment. The cost now. If you check very well, the asset that was acquired, we have just 3 assets that were acquired in 2016, which is building, plant and machinery, and motor and fittings and furniture. So which means, what is the cost of building? The cost of building in this question, please, I'm going to put 3 Naira signs here. 3 Naira signs. Then of course total here, 3 Naira signs, so that we can reduce. It's supposed to be, here is 25,800,000. That's the cost of the building. 18,750,000. Fitting and furniture, 1,360,000. So here is dash, here also is dash. Then we have initial allowance. Remember initial allowance is 15%. So we are going to say, what is the 15% of 25 million? Just press your calculator. The 15% of 25 million, 800, press your calculator. It's going to give you 15% times 25,800. It's going to give you 3,870,000. So you have 3,870,000. Then of course, what is the 50% of 18,750,000? It's going to give you 9,375,000. Yeah, that's going to be the 50% of this amount will give you this. Remember, I said 15% of this amount will give you this. Then 25% of 1,360,000 it's going to give you 340,000. 340,000. So these are so then, of course, if you add everything together here, it's going to give you 45. It's going to give, okay, no, sorry. This is just initial allowance, as you said. This is just our initial allowance. The total here is going to give you 13. The total 13,585,000. That's going to be the total of that initial. That's this plus this plus this plus this will give you this. Let me remove this 30. Yeah. So 13,585,000. That is the initial allowance. So let's go and look for an annual. Remember, I told you the formula for annual allowance. I told you annual allowance is costs minus initial allowance over n times y over 12. And remember also we use straight line method to determine annual allowance, like a normal straight line method under the depreciation. So when I say if the basis period is less than 12 months, we are going to apply this formula. Now remember, as I said, if you go back to the question, this business commenced from June to December, June 2016 to December. So which means the first basis period is just like 7 months. Of course, if you count June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So which means the first basis period, if you go and check, you discover that 2016 is just for 7 months. So which means we are going to apply this formula to determine the annual allowance on that. And remember I said we use, so which means for you to determine the annual allowance here, okay, let me just give you an example for building. This is building. Okay, for building, annual allowance, the cost of building is 25,800. So you have 25,800 minus initial allowance is what? Initial allowance is 3870. 3870 over n. Remember I told you n means the lifespan of that asset. And if you want to get your n, just say 100%, which is constant, over the annual allowance rate for building, is 10%. 100 divided by 10, so this is 10. So which means this asset will last for 10 years. That's how to determine your annual allowance, your N. Just say 100% is constant, this 100% is constant. Over the annual allowance, which is 10%, 100 divided by 100 divided by 10 is going to be 10. So which means 10 years. So remember we say times 7 over 12. So if you say 25,800 minus 3870 divided by 10 times 7 over 12, it's going to give you what? It's going to give you, press your calculator and see. This minus this, whatever you have, divide with this, whatever you have, times 7, whatever you have, just say divided by 12 is going to give you the annual allowance. And our annual allowance for 7 months is going to be 1279. So that's going to be our annual allowance for the building. So let's find out the annual allowance for the, annual allowance for the plant and machinery. Remember, for plant and machinery, this is just the work I'm doing. For plant and machinery, annual allowance is going to be, cost is what? 18,750. Initial is what? 9,375. Now remember we say that. Now, if you want to determine the number of years for this plant and machinery here, we say 100% constant over what is the annual allowance rate for plant and machinery? Not 25. So 100 divided by 25 is going to give you 4 years. So which means this plant and machinery is supposed to last for 4 years. So we have 4 years. Then remember I said, of course, the first basis for 2016 is just 7 months. So times 7 over 12. So by the time you say this minus this divided by this times this divided by this is going to give you what we call a sum of 1367. So you have 1367 as our annual allowance. So let's do that for remember, please just try and do that for fitting and furniture. Just say 1360 minus 340. Then n, your n is going to be, the n is going to be 100 divided by 20. 100 divided by 20 is 5 years. Divided by 5 times 7 over 12. So whatever you have is going to give you the annual allowance, which is 119,000. So that is that. So if you add everything together there, it's going to give you 2765. Yeah. Then remember, when I say investment allowance, remember we say investment allowance is only calculated on plant and machinery. So which means and it's 10% on the cost of that asset. So, which means in this case, remember as I said, it's only the plant and machine is going to enjoy initial allowance. So, which means 10% is constant hour of this is going to be 1875. So 1875. So please just say 1875. Yeah. So in that case we have 1875. So that is that. If you add everything together, it's going to give you 18. It's going to give you 16 and all that. So that is how to determine you add everything together to get the total value. So now for us to determine we want to now determine what is the tax written down value. The tax written down, because for you to get tax written down value, you minus costs from the initial annual allowance to get your tax written down value. So which means here we're going to say 25,800 minus 3870 minus 1279. If you add this to minus from here, it's going to give you what they call the tax written down value. And our tax written down value is going to be 2651. Yeah, you get 2651. So that is that. You get 26 out. So then this one minus this. Please don't go and remove investment allowance from cost. We don't do that. Investment allowance is just added to the total. You don't deduct investment allowance from the cost of the asset to determine the tax written down value. You don't do that. You only add this to minus here. Please don't go and add this here. Don't go and deduct this from here. It's only this and this we are going to add then minus from here. So which means we are going to minus only two items, from that to determine our tax written down value. So let's go now and determine our tax. Now it's going to be 18. We're going to say 18,750 minus 9375 minus 1367 to give us this 8008. Yeah, so we have 8008. Then of course, so for the fittings and furniture, you minus this minus, you add this and this, you minus from here, for fitting and furniture, it's going to give you 901. So 901 will be so that is how to determine the basis period. Then of course, if you add everything together, this one to this total capital allowance is going to give you 18,225. So that is that. So that's the first year. So when I say 2017 year of assessment, remember, as I said, is there any asset we acquired in 2017? You have to go and check. Yeah, we acquire motor vehicle. There's one motor vehicle. If you go to the question, we acquire. So costs dash. The first motor vehicle was acquired for 2,900,000. 2,800,000. That's okay. Let's check. 2 million. Yeah, 2.8 million. So we have 2 million. That's the first motor vehicle. So which means we have to go and calculate initial allowance on that motor vehicle. Remember, we say initial allowance because building will not enjoy initial allowance again, because remember we say it's once on the lifetime of that asset. Plant and machinery will not enjoy initial allowance again. Fitting and furniture will not enjoy initial allowance. It's only motor vehicle that's going to enjoy initial allowance. And remember we say initial allowance is 50% of 2.8. I mean 50% of that 2.8 is going to give you 1.4. So now bring the 1.4 also here. Then we now say annual allowance. Annual allowance. Old. Let me put old asset here on the old asset. Remember? Now in this case, remember, as I said at the beginning, that if you want to determine your capital allowance, straight line method is used to determine capital allowance. Straight line method. So which means if I want to determine capital allowance for the subsequent year, I'll just go and say the cost of the asset. Now, okay, let me start with the building. Look at for building. For building, I'm going to say for the subsequent year, remember, we're not going to apply the same one. We're not going to pick one because this one, we will have gone and pick this amount. for annual allowance for the second year, because remember also we use straight line method. Every year the amount, anything you heard was straight line means the amount is supposed to be the same thing every year. But the reason why we are not going to use this amount in the second year is because the first year, the basis period is less than 12 months, so which means it's just for 7 months. So which means we cannot go and pick this figure and then record it, because in depreciation, when you hear the word straight line, it means every year is the same amount we are going to be recording as our depreciation. But here for the capital allowance here, the reason is because now, even for depreciation, if you acquire an asset during the year, of course you have to go and prorate it to determine, the depreciation from date of acquisition to the accounting year end of the company. So also here, since the company commenced business in 1st of June, so which means capital allowance in that year will not be in full for annual allowance. Yeah, it's not going to be in full. So that's why. So which means we cannot record this figure here. Yeah, because the first year is less than 12 months. So for us to determine the annual allowance for the second year, we are going to say the 25,800 minus, again, the initial allowance, 3870 over n. N is 10 years. I mean, please say there's no times 10 over times 7 over 21, because this is just a full 1 year. 2017 is a full 1 year. So that's why you don't need to say times 7 over 12. So which means you have to go and now minus, you have to go and minus, yeah. So which means you have to go and minus that figure there. So which means we have to go and say the annual allowance for that year, we have to go and say 25,800, you press your calculator, minus 3870, whatever you have, divide by 10. It's going to give you 2193. So 2193 is the annual allowance for that particular period. So also do the same thing with the plant and machinery. You are just going to say 18750 minus 9375 divided by what? Divided by 4 years. It's going to give you that one for the plant and machinery. Just minus, okay, annual allowance for the plant and machinery. Just say 18750 minus 1367 over how many years? Over 4 years. So whatever you have, just use the by this one as well. This is going to give you the annual allowance for that. And the annual allowance for this one is going to give you 2343, 2344, 2344. So that is that. Then again, of course, if you do for fitting and furniture also, you just say 1360 minus 340 over how many years? Over 5 years. You get the annual allowance for that. So the annual allowance is going to be 204. So 204 is the annual allowance. Then now, remember, the annual allowance, okay, the annual allowance, okay, let me just remove this old asset first. The annual allowance for motor vehicle, remember, this is the first time we are calculating, of course, annual allowance on motor vehicle. So what are you going to do now? You just go and say, of course, for motor vehicle, annual allowance is going to be 28 minus 14. For you to get N, you remember we said, if you are looking for A, you are going to say 100 is constant over 25, which is 4 years. So 28 minus 14 divided by 4. So 14 divided by 4 will give you 350. So 350 is the annual allowance for it. So if you add everything together, it's going to give you 5091. Yeah, 5091. So now, what I'm going to do next is for us to determine again the tax written down value for 2017. We just minus this minus here to give you this minus this here, this minus this give you this minus this minus this here and all that. So we now minus here. If you minus here, for you to get your tax written down value, here minus is going to give you 18,457, 458. Here's going to give you 5664. Yeah, to give you 5664. Then here's going to give you 697. Then here's going to give you 1050. Then you have the total. of here is going to give you 6,491. So that is that. So this is the second year. So now we'll now go to the third year. The third year, which is the last year, 2018, which is the last and the final year there. So now that particular distance now, in calculating, remember, in calculating for 2018 now, 2018, alright? Yeah. Remember I calculated for 2018. Now remember I was saying, okay, if you look at very well, in that 2018, please the continuation. In that 2018, remember we said the initial allowance. Now if you look at 2018 again, motor vehicle again was acquired. Check the question very well. 2018. Yeah, there's a year of assessment. There's an acquisition of motor vehicle costs. So for the plant, for the building, we say dash. For the plant and machinery, dash. For the place, you can continue inside your book. We'll just continue inside your book. So for the fit and furniture, dash. Then for motor vehicle, we acquire additional motor vehicle for how much? The cost of that motor vehicle that was acquired is 3.2. So now 3.2 million is an addition. Then again, initial allowance. Remember, this building will not enjoy initial allowance again. We say life once in a lifetime. Plant and machinery too will not enjoy initial allowance again. Fitting and furniture too will not enjoy initial. It's only this 3.2. Even the motor vehicle, the 2.82 will not enjoy initial. It's only this new one that's going to enjoy initial allowance, which we say is the 50%. So 50% of 1.2 is going to give you 3.2 is going to give you 1.6. So the total here is going to give us 1.6. So then annual allowance. Now annual allowance. Here I want to put the old assets. Remember? The old asset. I want to record the old asset here. Now, for the annual allowance, remember, we said, of course, it's going to be the same thing every year. If not, the reason why the annual allowance here, the first one is different from the other ones because the first one, the basis period is less than 12 months. That is why, otherwise, since we use straight line method to determine the annual allowance, the first to the last year will have been the same amount for the annual allowance, since straight line method is used to determine the annual allowance on annual allowance computation. So in this case, since this is already full year, you can just go and pick it, this amount, it's just for 12 months. Remember is a straight line method, so which means every year is supposed to be the same amount. So which means the 2018 also we have to go and record 2193 as the annual allowance for the building. For which one? For plant and machinery also 2344. For fitting and furniture also 204. For the old asset, we have old, when I say old asset, I mean the old plant and machinery, because we have the new one. The old plant and machinery you have 350. Then annual allowance now. New. When I mean new, of course there's no any new asset for building. So of course that one's going to be dashed, that place is going to be dashed. Also there's no any new asset for plant and machinery. No new asset for fitting and furniture. Here, because we have a new asset, so which means we have to go and calculate annual allowance for this 3,200. Remember, annual allowance for that 3,000. So which means we are going to say the annual allowance is going to be 32 minus 16. Remember, we say that motor vehicle has the life of the annual allowance rate to 25%. So which means 100 divided by 25 is going to be 4 years. So we have 32 minus 16 divided by 4. It's going to give us what? So let's see. 32. So let's see 32, 3,200 minus 1,600 divided by 4. It's going to be 400. So 400 is the annual allowance for that. So we cannot go and determine the tax written down value, So for tax written down value, we minus them. This amount minus this to give us another tax written down value. So now we're going to have 16,264 or 265. Then this one minus this amount is going to give us 332. This amount, this 6491 plus 32 minus 16 minus 34 minus 400 is going to give you 19. So that is the end of this beautiful question.